Hello and welcome to a somber episode of Esoteric Drive Time Radio. We regret to inform you that Tom Hanks, an American icon, was found dead in his home last night.
Oh, not Tom Hanks.
Friend of the show and the light of my life and the light of my loins, Tom Hanks.
He'll be missed forever. This will be the biggest in memoriam this year.
I don't know if you'll indulge me, but I actually wrote a haiku about
please,
this.
Absolutely.
Tom Hanks, you flower. You bloomed for too short a time. I'm sad that you're dead.
You think you're okay to move on with the rest of the show? Think you're emotionally prepared?
I guess I've got to be, right? Tom would want us to move on.
Absolutely. Tom would want us to move on.
He wasn't a selfish man. He was
a
beautiful soul. Now, we're going to have a little brief message from our sponsors. In 1960, you could go down to the movie theater with 69 cents in your pocket and have a day's worth of entertainment. Those were back in the days when our nation still had some moral fiber. Remember the good old days when you could sit down to watch a movie and rest assured that the protagonist was someone you could really relate to? Remember knowing for certain that every cast member on set was of pure Aryan descent? Well, we over at Remakes for Racists, remember? How many of you were disgusted when you discovered that Black Panther was going to have a majority black cast and a black director? Well, I know I was, and that's why we at Remakes for Racists made White Panther, the story of the British Prince Stanley, who's forced to lead his country after the death of his father, King Gregory. Now, how many people saw the movie Sorry to Bother You? The story of a black man who finds success at a telemarketing company by putting on a white voice, only to find that while he's financially successful, he begins to lose his own identity. Well, now you can watch it without having to worry about all those complex racial issues. Our re-edited and greatly improved film tells the tale of a white telemarketer whose hard work and dedication brings him financial and social fulfillment, while he's never forced to question who he really is and where his loyalties really lie. Come into Remix for Racists today and pick up other films with diverse casts remade to contain only white actors. We've got Fellas Within the Neighborhood, 12 Years, a Hard-Working Field Hand, White Klansman, White Chicks, Do the White Thing, and Boo! Medea's White. Come down to Remakes for Racists today and see all of our great films with great quality. H.P. Lovecraft said that cats are ruins of beauty, invincibility, wonder, pride, freedom, coldness, self-sufficiency, and dainty individuality. The qualities of sensitive, enlightened, mentally developed, pagan, cynical, poetic, philosophic, dispassionate, reserved, independent, Nietzschean, unbroken, civilized masterclass of men. Now, I'm not one to say that I'm more well-spoken than H.P. Lovecraft, but today I'm saying exactly that. Let's think about how many times I had to walk my cat last winter. Bam! It was none. We can also extend that to consider how many times I've had to wash my cat this year. Also 0. Cats are chill, adorable, cuddly, soft, adorable, soft, house-trained, soft animals that understand me better than any person possibly could. And I understand that we're having a civilized debate here, but you're a horrible person, and you should feel terrible about yourself for even deigning to make any offensive remark about cats. Thank you.
Thank you for those statements. For those of you just tuning in, we are in the middle of a heated debate, courtesy of the National Argument Coalition. Today's debate subject, cats, good or bad. We just heard arguments from the pro-cat side, now let's hear from the anti-cat side.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was just a lad, hoping to spend a pleasant evening at the theatre. I'd been assured by an advertisement in the local paper that the musical I was about to go see, Cats, was critically acclaimed, award-winning, one of the best possible experiences on Broadway. I was misled. Cats is one of the most joy-sucking, abysmal, insipid, and excruciatingly painful experiences I've ever had the displeasure of sitting 2 hours and 20 minutes through. I would attribute watching Cats to getting a tooth pulled with no anesthesia in the back of a moving van crossing the Mexican border. The plot is an incoherent mess, a narrative that is impossible to follow due to the dreadful idea to have it told purely through song. There are 26 musical numbers in the show. From what I could decipher, the story, if you could even call it that, follows a gang of cats as they partake in various rituals of their kind, all of which involve song and ballet, despite the obvious fact that cats cannot in fact dance. Within the first 2 dance numbers, we are expected to believe that old Deuteronomy will choose a cat to be reborn in a new life on the Heavenside layer. Without looking into the preposterous idea that cats will have an organized society with governing ranks such as an executive chief, the entire premise is dull and uninteresting. Unfortunately, I couldn't follow the plot as my ears began to bleed 7 minutes into the first act. As I mentioned, the play has 26 different songs, which after sitting through them all is quite frankly 26 songs too many. The cast seems to think that the louder you are, the more passion is conveyed. Little God is actually given to singing well, or clearly, so that any person who may, for some misguided reason, have wanted to know what the plot is, cannot do so. Let's talk about the cast. The cats themselves. Never have I seen such an ensemble of talentless E-rate performers. This is made all the more painful by the fact that there are a total of 32 underdeveloped, cookie-cutter characters. The only slightly likable character by my money was Rum Tum Tugger, because he's the only character who, quote, will do as he do, and there is no doing anything about it. You know, like an actual forking cat. Unfortunately, the presence of the mildly entertaining Rum Tum Tugger cannot save this unadulterated dumpster fire of a musical. It is truly an ordeal, and for those who may be unfamiliar with the word, an ordeal is a painful or horrific experience, especially a protracted one. Watching Cats is akin to watching paint dry while the wall is dying and screaming in bloody agony. Most who have seen the musical, with the exception of the unhealthy fanatics, will be unable to remember a single song in the entire play, 24 hours after viewing, that is. Those 23 hours before you forget them all is excruciating. In conclusion, the Broadway musical Cats is an atrocity that besmirches the genre, and I can only imagine that T.S. Eliot is rolling in his grave and Andrew Lloyd Webber is in the process of drinking himself to death.
And now, the pro-cat side will have a chance to rebuttal.
Well, let me be very clear here. You sounded like you were saying something that was, anti-cat, and so I immediately tuned you out. I have no regard for what your comments were, what your arguments were, because I know in my heart that I'm on the winning side of this thing. Have you even seen a cat? They got those cute faces. They can, you see them, they get, in between bread and stuff. Like, when people cut a hole in bread, they put a cat in there, and they recoil and go, it's great. You see a cat interact with, a cucumber? Ooh, that's cute. It's real cute. They, jump. Cats are adorable animals that are house-trained. You can just, leave them around, and they're okay. You gotta clean it up, but dogs won't do that. You gotta take a dog out. You gotta walk a dog. You don't have to walk a cat. Cats are great. Other things about cats that are good, they purr really nicely. It's a very pleasing sound. It's a good time when you're listening to a cat purr. It's a good time when you're listening to a cat that's not purring. Cats are cool. They make nice sounds. Thank you.
Thus concludes the cat debate. Now, I know that typically these sort of things don't have a formal winner of any sort, but I think it's pretty clear who came out on top in this one. And now, back to your regularly scheduled content.
Here I have with me everything spoken between songs in the order that they appear on all widely released official live Rolling Stone albums, as compiled by David Greenberger. Thank you very much indeed. I thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Seems to be ready. Are you ready? We're sorry for the delay. Is everybody ready? Oh yeah, thank you kindly. I think I busted a button on my trousers. Hope they don't fall down. You don't want my trousers to fall down, do you? Thank you. Well, alright. Have a good time. Hey, New York City, you talk a lot. Let's have a good look at you. Well, alright. Charlie's good tonight, isn't he? We're gonna do one more. If you can't rock me, somebody will. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you know. Keith Richards, enchanté. Hey babe, do the horrendous to that if you do mind. See ya, thank you, that's to the end. You gotta move. Alright. Wow, man. If you want to dance with Billy on the piano, you can. Oh, they love you on that last one. It's a bottom pincher from last night. Watch out for your bottoms, Keith. If you like dancing, it's all yours. Cracking up. You feel good? You feeling loose now? You feeling all relaxed? I feel like stroking everybody. Stroke me, Bill. Straighten the line. Should we introduce the band? Alright then. Where's Billy? Billy's gone. That's Billy. Billy's very open for offers. I wouldn't say he's up for grabs, but he's open for offers too, mate. Holly Brown is dead. Open. Charlie is a control, maybe. Bill Wyman just wants to take photographs of girls' legs. Ronnie Wood's a gay. An old bum, Russ Jagger? Yeah? Keith, the chorus is completely straight. Everything else is alright in the critic session. Had plenty to drink, have you? Alright, Billy. Alright. Good night. Let's spend the night together. Should do we? Yeah, man, alright. Sugar Pop. This one's called Going to a Go-Go. Thank you very much. You're very kind. En français. Thank you. Alright, Chicago. Rock and roll. Yeah, man. Chicago. Thanks very much. You ready to rock and roll some more? Yeah. How you doing? Yeah, we got one for you. This one's called Sad, Sad, Sad. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I say Publico Magnifico Operata. Listen to that. Yeah, yippee! Yeah, God bless you. Yeah, lordy lord, thank you. So listen, tonight we thought we'd do a number we don't do very much. It's from sort of a country song, sort of like that. Which album is it from, Bill? Bill doesn't know. Bigger's Banquet, someone said. It's called Factory Girl, thank you. And now Keith's gonna sing for you. Come on, Keith. Alright, cut out the crap. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you doing out there? Haha, yeah. Well, we're gonna do a bit of a blues for you now. Eric Clapton. Alright, what's next? Thank you very much. I'm slightly confused here. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Mata, supa, feel. Okay, you ready for a little bit more? Alright, let's do it. Brazilla, yeah, woo. Tokyo, let's rock this mother to the banks. Thank you. Yeah, let's go. Thank you, Bob. Are you ready? You okay? Yeah, I'm ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I felt like a hillbilly for a minute there. Just a minute, though. Sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome. Hey everybody. Yep, alright. It is a hoot and a howling design. We've got one for you called Flip the Switch. We're gonna have a little guest spot here. We'll do one called Memory Motel, Dave Matthews. Oh yeah, so I want to introduce you to our next guest, Taj Mahal. Thank you very much. Thank you very kindly. Christ, Nestas Nueva Tima. Thank you very much. Thank you. Joshua Redman. Yeah, we're gonna slow it down a bit now. This one's called Sister Morphine. Okay, we got one. We haven't done this in a long time. Got this right off the rack and dusted it off. This one's called Live With Me. How you doing? It's great to be back here. It's great to be here. It's great to be anywhere, you know? Anyway, the new song's Old Story. This one's called Thief in the Night. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. We're going out of control. Thank you. Thank you very much. Are you ready? Thank you very much. So. Thank you. How you doing out there? This is going to end. This is a good end. I like the title. Good. Woo! Slow it down. Slow it down a little bit. Otherwise, they're going to come and slow me down. Thank you. Show low. Thank you. Right on core. I see you. All right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sea cone reaves on your lawn when the whip comes down. Yes. Thank you indeed. Thank you, L.A. I'll be back. We used to start off this set with a song back in England. We may have done it here, I don't know. And this one's called Everybody Needs Somebody Love. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. Alright, that was every line spoken in order on every live Rolling Stones album. Yelp reviews of concentration camps. I actually didn't find the trip to Auschwitz as depressing as I expected it to be. 3 stars. I highly recommend visiting the Auschwitz Jewish Center Museum, especially if you're coming to Oswiecim to visit the site of the Auschwitz concentration camp. Also, check out their awesome smartphone app, Auschwitzen. You can view historic photographs of buildings in Auschwitz with accompanying information, and even a super cool 3D rendering of the Great Synagogue. This app is a must for anyone interested in pre-war Jewish life in Poland. 5 stars. Unforgettable, moving, a once-in-a-lifetime must-do, visiting a concentration/death camp. beautiful area with such a tragic history, one we can never forget. Mankind can be so despicable, and this place logs it for future generations. 3 stars. I was there years ago, me and my schoolmates and I. When we visited Poland for the dance festival, we received tickets to the museum/memorial as a free gift to our dance team. That was an international festival. Whoa! What a crazy idea someone had to give teenage girls a ticket to such a place. Since my early school times, I heard about Professor Joseph Mengele, and I agreed to visit Poland and participate in that dance competition, only because I wished to see Mengele's laboratory. It was a long trip from Caucasus Russian Federation to Auschwitz, and I hoped to see Mengele's lab and make photos there. Also in the gas rooms and in uniform to tell and show my friends in what a historical place I was. But museum employees were terribly rude. As I understand, they hate Russians, probably more than Nazis, even if I'm not Russian by nationality. There, in a very rude tone, employees told that it is forbidden for teens to visit the gas rooms, make pics, etc. Also, there's no Mengele's lab at all. Nothing kept. He worked there for more than 20 months, have done a lot of experiments, and finally invented ways to stop cancer and recover damaged parts of body. He never did any experiments with Russians, because most of them have blue or light color eyes, and there are no needs to change the color of skin or eyes. He was sure that only gypsy people have inborn paranormal abilities. He was searching for a complete set of ways to grow genius children by selecting parents based on their genetic facts. Everything he did is described in his literary projects. I read his texts, written in the same language that scientists saw in my artworks. About lots of photos on a special wall, it is not allowed to bring a chair to look at photos on top. Exposition designed so you cannot see detail of pics in upper rows. The main idea is to show many pics, not actual quality, and some pics are doubled or represent the same person from left, right, and on front. When my friend asked about that, the museum employees forced us to leave the museum. Yelling and kicking young visitors out is a wrong action, which was made only to continue lies, making money, and hiding the truth. And, as employees said, crematorium interior is replica, and making photos isn't allowed? So, customer service was terrible, employees were rude, unprofessional, and the toilets are dirty. And there was also a problem with bus parking. 1 star. Alright, now to close out the show, we're going to hear an Esoteric Drive Time Radio cover of the famous song Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. Alright, let's start it up.
Yeah. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne. She cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, baby, I've been here before. I know this room. I walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a chord. It's a broken. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
There was a time you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show it to me, do ya? And remember when I moved in you, the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
You say I took the name in vain? I didn't even know the name, but if I did, well really, what's it to ya? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, it's the holy or the broken. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew ya. And it's not a cry you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light, it's a cold, and it's a broken hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, now thank you for listening to Esoteric Drive Time Radio. To close us out, we'll have Scott Joplin.
This has been Esoteric Drive Time Radio. Be sure to tune in next time. Before we go, real quick, listeners, we just need to talk about spiders. Why do people keep killing them? We need them. Make sure to catch them in jars safely and humanely and send them to your local state representative. They'll know what to do with them. Once again, thank you for listening. We hope to see you next time.